may have failed to warn of the potential risk of cancer. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with cancer after being exposed to Roundup or other weed killers, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Call us now at 800-558-2083. Our network of attorneys are ready to fight for you. You'll pay nothing unless there's a recovery in your favor. Call now for a free consultation at 800-558-2083. You must protect your legal rights. Call 800-558-2083. Again, 800-558-2083.
At Heber Springs Eye Care Center, they could see your entire family for routine eye exams. But did you know they also accept many medical insurances, including Medicare, Medicaid, Blue Cross, Health Advantage, Qual Choice, and United Healthcare, among others. They treat and manage many eye diseases such as complications of diabetes, glaucoma, macular degeneration, dry eyes, and they co-manage many surgical procedures. To ensure you keep looking good, call Heber Springs Eye Care Center today to schedule your comprehensive eye health exam.
Don't preach me a sermon, let me see you live one. This is a saying that Christians should live by. It's one thing to say all the right things, but quite another for Christian people to live what we profess. Many times we leave what we say and believe inside the church building when the service is over, and then next Sunday when we enter the church building, we pick it up again. It's by living a sermon that others will want to join in and be a part of what God's blessing. I'm Tommy Toombs of Heber Springs First United Methodist Church, reminding you that you can preach any sermon you want, but people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
The Community Affairs Bulletin Board offers you the opportunity to get your word out to the community about your fundraiser, your nonprofit organization, or your community service. Just tell us what, when, where, and why by faxing to 7454084 or bring it to the KHPQ studios on the corner of Main and Griggs Street in downtown Clinton during normal business hours. Let us know a couple of weeks in advance so that we can help you help others.
Showing tonight at the Gym Theater.
I used to work for some very dangerous people. They came after my family.
They stole my kitty cat bracelet.
And you don't do that. Give me the kitty cat bracelet!
It's Nobody, rated R. Showtimes are at 7:30 every night, and the matinee is $5 on Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 2. Tuesday, you get a free small soft drink and box of popcorn with each ticket purchased. Don't miss Nobody, rated R, now showing at the Gym Theater in Heber Springs.
It's time now for exciting Yellow Jacket baseball action on the Trip, 94.7 and 97.3. After 2 consecutive years of conference championships and trips to the state, and then 2020 was a washout. But Coach Prince is back with a young team that's ready for baseball action with the Boys of Summer. Today's game brought to you by Ozark Health Medical Center, F.L. Davis Ace Clinton, Flag Law Firm, Justin Collision Repair and Towing, The River Company Insurance, Joe Lee Chevrolet, First Security Bank, Grassroots Equipment, Farm Bureau Insurance, and by Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. The video, Facebook, and YouTube streams when internet is available by First Arkansas Bank and Trust and by Cowboy CDJR. Play of the Game is brought to you by First Arkansas Bank and Trust, and your announcer for today's game is KHBQ sports announcer Mike Hawley. Your producer is Keith Parrish. And now, let's make a trip to the baseball field for some exciting Yellow Jacket baseball action on the Trip.
Yellow Jacket baseball is on the air today from the ballpark here in Clinton. The Yellow Jackets will look to improve their conference record as they take on the Mountain View Yellow Jackets here today. Glad you could join us today. I'm Mike Hawley. Boji Hester is away today, and we are just moments away from baseball here at Clinton. The Yellow Jackets are red hot. The Yellow Jackets started the year 1-5, and now their record is now 8-8. And over the weekend, they had a great showing up at Harrison at the Ozark Baseball Classics. The Yellow Jackets won 2 out of 3 and were the tournament runner-up. And they had a really good weekend as the Yellow Jackets defeated Berryville on Friday night by a score of 19-0. Saturday, they beat Cedar Ridge 13-1, and then had a great ball game against Stillwell, Oklahoma in the championship game. The game went extra innings before the Yellow Jackets fell by a score of 11-10, but the Yellow Jacket bats are red hot. We hope that continues today as the Yellow Jackets have scored 54 runs in the last 4 ball games. That's 13 runs a ball game for the Yellow Jackets. And as we said, the Jackets come into the game with a record of 8 wins, 8 losses. They're 2-1 in conference play, only 1 game back of Harding Academy and Pangburn, and tied with Rosebud for 3rd place, but only 1 game out of 1st. So a big game today as the Yellow Jackets look to take on Mountain View. Mountain View comes in today with a record of 2 wins, 7 losses on the season, and they are 0-3 in conference play. Looking at Mountain View's schedule, their 2 victories this year have come against Calico Rock and against Cedar Ridge. In conference play, they're 0-3. They lost 19-0 to Harding Academy, 10-0 to Rosebud, and 21-0 to Pangburn. They've been outscored 50-0 in 3 conference games this year. Yellow Jackets lost on Friday. The last time we broadcast, they lost to Harding Academy 15-4. But if you remember that ball game, they jumped into the lead in the first inning on Peyton Nelson single and a double by Trip Landers. Yellow Jackets led 1-0, but then they could not get anything over the plate as Yellow Jackets walked 8 batters, hit 3. Harding Academy had a couple of hits in that, including a grand slam, and had scored 10 runs in the first. But the Yellow Jackets pitching improved as the game went on, and then they had a big 5th inning as the Yellow Jackets got 5 hits in a row off Cade Smith. Smith went all the way in that game, striking out 13, but the Yellow Jackets got 5 hits in a row in that last inning to score 3 runs. So gave them some momentum heading into the weekend, and the Yellow Jacket bats stayed hot, as I said, as they scored 54 runs in the last 4 ball games. Yesterday we did not broadcast, and they played Green Forest here, and the Yellow Jackets won by a score of 11-1 yesterday. And so that's going to set up today's conference game here with Mountain View. Yellow Jackets need a win today to stay alive for a conference championship. All right, we'll send it back to the station. We'll take about a 3-minute break, and when we come back, we'll have Yellow Jacket Baseball live from Clinton. You listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip 94.7 and the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
You know, life here wouldn't be the same without a sense of community. This is a wonderful place to live. The home of the Chuck Wagon Races, Greers Ferry Lake, and of course, Joe Lee Chevrolet. You know, Joe Lee Chevrolet is famous for fairness, honesty, and square dealing. Now for 4 generations. Sure, you can buy a new Chevrolet car, truck, any other place, but this isn't anywhere. This is home. They invite you to come on down to Joe Lee Chevrolet, where they have large rebates and incentives plus low interest rates. Joe Lee Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Ozark Health is a wonderful diamond in the rough, I call it.
Living in a rural community, having access to healthcare is critical. It has been a blessing to our community.
Not that I want to go to the hospital, this last place that I really want to go, but this is a place I'd recommend to anybody.
There's nothing like the individual care that you get here. It's phenomenal.
Our purpose for being here is to serve people. It fills me with pride that we're able to do that.
Ozark Health, your community hospital.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, or Social Security disability, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Located on Court Street in downtown Clinton and on the internet at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton High School sports.
At First Security, our team is proud to be only in Arkansas. In fact, we've been committed to our home state since 1932. Why does that matter? Banking with First Security means that you get friendly service from local professionals right where you live. Decisions are made here, and so are relationships. From personal banking to business to mortgage, First Security is here for you. First Security, only in Arkansas. FSBank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And that was our playing of the national anthem here at the ballpark. Crowd still streaming into the park here. It was a bright sunny day for most of the for the afternoon, but it's becoming a little bit overcast, so we can see clouds coming in from the east and the southeast over toward our right field line. It's a windy day here in early April. I think March was to come in like a lion and go out like a lamb, but it looks like March and into early April has been the line, and the wind has been blowing here on the last few home games that we've had. Winds blowing across the field from right field to left field. Player can get one up in the air and toward left field, toward that scoreboard. It might help him today. We're monitoring our live stream. Hope the quality stays with us. We've kind of adjusting the internet bit rate, it goes from good to marginal to bad sometimes and back. Yellow Jackets taking their final warm-up tosses before this one starts. On the hill today for the Yellow Jackets. Will be Ty Dodd, number 6, the 11th grader on the hill today, the junior for the Yellow Jackets. Ty Dodd, along with his brother Bryce Dodd a few years ago. Great player for the Yellow Jackets, and Ty following in his footsteps. Around the horn for the Yellow Jackets today on defense. Dodd on the mound. We mentioned that. Carson McCormick starts behind the plate today. The Yellow Jackets have a great luxury of 2 really good defensive catchers, and Tripp Landers and Carson McCormick. And so they can kind of keep some fresh legs. They can split some of the time behind the plate, make them fresh legs, make them better as on the offensive side of the game. Over at third base will be Russ Hensley today. Over at shortstop, Peyton Nelson. Second base will be Dylan Jones. And over at first will be Job Chalk. Left field will be Tripp Landers. In center, Cole Prince. And the senior, Zach Alexander, out in right field. And we are set for baseball here on a warm, windy day. And the first pitch is inside. Almost hit the batter. That's a ball, and that's how we start today's ball game. Shelton, the hitter for Mountain View, takes a strike in there. Count goes 1-1. Andrew Shelton, only a ninth grader. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Count now goes to 1-2. Yellow Jackets straight away on the infield and the outfield. And pitches off the corner. Count goes 2-2. It'll be Shelton, Turner, and Stubbs here in the first for Mountain View. And a pitch. Strike on the corner, and that's how this one starts. Strikeout for Dodd. First out of the game. Nice pitch on the outside corner. Tough ball to do anything with. Caught the corner, and now one out here in the first. That'll bring in Bo Turner. And he fouls one off to the right side. Turner, a junior. And the pitch on the way is just a little bit low. Goes 1-1. Good crowd of Yellow Jacket fans now. Down to my right along the fence line. Dodd fires. That one's outside. Count goes 2-1. And pitch on the way in the dirt. And now it's 3-1. Dodd back on the hill and pitch to the plate, swinging a foul off to the right side, and out of play. And that'll even up run the count full now, 3-2. 75 degrees here as we start this one. Short sleeve weather day, swinging a foul ball, this time down the third base line toward the Mountain View dugout. Yellow Jackets of Mountain View, they're in the third base dugout. Clinton Yellow Jackets in that first base dugout. You're looking today, Yellow Jackets have 4 sets of uniforms. Today they're in the gray, trimmed in black and gold, with black hats with gold bills. And the pitch on the way popped up and over the screen behind me and out of play. Count stays full. Dodd keeps firing strikes. Turner keeps fouling. And a strike on the corner. And back-to-back strikeouts to open the game for Dodd. Nice pitch on 3-2 on the corner. Stubbs steps in for Mountain View. Trampus Stubbs, a sophomore. And line drive base hit left field. And Landers runs it down in foul territory. Boots it a little bit. Now the runner's going to go to second. Landers going to have to run it down in the corner. Stubbs heading for third. Well, they're going to wave him home. Throw all the way to the plate, and Stubbs circles the bases as the ball got away down in the left field corner and went all the way to the fence. And Mountain View is on the board on a, I'm going to probably count that a double, and then 2 bases on the air in left field as Stubbs comes around to score. Ball was over the third baseman's head, line drive into left field, but it was close enough to the line that it ended up in foul territory. And then, I don't know if it took a bad hop on Tripp down there. It got by him and then went down into the corner. Tripp had to run it down, and by then Stubbs had circled the bases, and Mountain View leads here 1-0. Dodd's first pitch was a strike. Second pitch was a ball, but Dodd just shake those off and go back to work here. And line drive, one hop base hit in the left center field. And that was a perfectly placed in the gap. And that's going to be a 2-out double for Mountain View by Alan Ruiz. That ball was one hop between shortstop and third base, but man, it was perfectly aligned as it rolled all the way to the left center field fence. You couldn't have thrown it any better than that. Now Dodd needs a pitch around this 2-out double, and the pitch is low and away. Carlton, the hitter from Mountain View. Elijah Carlton, the junior. Checks the runner at second to the plate. And swing and a miss. That evens the count at 1-1. And pitch low and inside. And now Carlton ahead in the count, 2-1. Yellow Jacket outfield deep and straight away for Carlton. Wind blowing toward that left field corner. Dodd pitches and low and away. Now 3-1. First base is open. Wyatt Thomas, freshman, on deck. Dodd pitches. That's going to be a ball outside, and that's ball 4. And now first and second. 2 outs for Mountain View. Wyatt Thomas steps in. Thomas is a DH today. And he's got runners on here in the first. And swing and a miss on a good pitch by Dodd. Jackets want to end the inning right here. Don't want to let Mountain View add on any. Now pick off at second. And nice play by Nelson to catch that one. The throw was kind of high and away, almost on the second base side of the base. Jackets ran a timing play there. As Nelson, whatever the signal was that Dodd gave him, then he was get in behind the second baseman. The runner at second. And a strike on the corner. Now 0-2 on the hitter. A lot of force outs on the infield with 2 outs. Just got to knock the ball down and make a play. 0-2 the count. Dodd to the plate. And a strike as Wyatt took it. And that's going to end the inning here. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Dodd. 2 hits for Mountain View, though. And a run. And at the end of a half inning of play, it's Mountain View 1 and the Yellow Jackets coming to bat. You listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip 94.7.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Steve Landers for the all-new Cowboy family of dealerships. When I say family, it's something I truly believe. This is an incredible place that has not only embraced me and my employees, but also my family. And that's what community is all about. I want to say thank you for making it possible for us to call this home. Can't wait to see you at Cowboy, the all-new Steve Landers Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton.
Mountain View got a run in the first. Yellow Jackets coming to bat in the bottom of the first. And we talked about the Yellow Jackets offense has been red hot. Let's see if they can keep it up today. 54 runs scored in the last 4 games by Clinton. That's 13 runs a ball game. Jackets will face left-handed pitcher today. I think that's the first lefty we've seen maybe this year. And as Beck Morrow, a sophomore, will be pitching today for Mountain View. Yellow Jacket lineup. It'll open with Nelson leading off, playing shortstop. Dylan Jones over at second, batting second. Russ Hensley third, and if anybody gets on in the first inning, it'll be Triple Anders. McCormick batting fifth. Cole Prince sixth. Zach Alexander seventh. Job Chalk batting eighth. And Ty Dodd pitching and batting ninth today for the Yellow Jackets. A little switch in the lineup since we last broadcast. Nelson now leading off. We've been seeing Nelson in that second spot all season long. Dylan Jones been leading off, but they flip-flop today. Nelson leads off playing shortstop, and Dylan Jones batting second. Both players with really good speed. Nelson shows bunt, pulls the bat back, ball one. Nelson and Jones get on base. Usually good things happen. Swing, ground ball, base hit in the left field between the shortstop and the third baseman, and just like that, Nelson's on base. Dylan Jones, the freshman, coming up. He can do a lot of things here. Dylan could bunt. He could swing away. And the Yellow Jackets could just put the old-fashioned steal on here. See what Coach Prince has in mind. Coach Prince, head coach over at third base. Assistant coach Chase Powers over at first. And Cannon Bradley, also pitching coach. Fly ball, left field. Left fielder back. Still going back. It's up in the wind, but he makes the catch out near the fence. And Nelson has to hustle back to first base. First out of the inning here, but Dylan Jones got a hold of that one, drove it deep into left field. Before they made the catch out in left field, and that was Rentz on the play. Batting third for Clinton will be Russ Hensley. Throw over to first, trying to keep Nelson close. Checks on the runner. That's the left-hander. And pitch to the plate. Low in the dirt. Swing and a miss by Hensley. And it's 0-1. A little bit different look when you have a left-hander for that runner at first. Got to be careful. And pitch. Nelson running. Line drive center field. Base hit. And Nelson stops at second. The Yellow Jackets have 2 on 1 out here in the first inning. That'll bring in Tripp Landers, playing left field today, batting left-handed. Jackets trail 1-0 here in the bottom of the first, but they have the tying run at second, the lead run at first, and the first pitch hits Landers, and he hits the first, and the bases are loaded with 1 out. Ball. Now Cole in the hole, 1 and 2. Second baseman's back. First baseman's back. Little ground ball to the right side. Probably score a run. Foul ball at the plate. Cole stays alive. Got a lot of Yellow Jacket fans out there on the Booster Island. Good to see them out there. And a lot of fans up on the hill. And the pitch on the way. Ground ball into the hole. It's short. Nice play. Long throw to first. Safe over there. Ball gets away. Landers scores. McCormick around third. He'll stop there. And Cole Prince will take second on the high throw. I don't think they would have got him anyway. Good play by the shortstop to catch it in the hole. Did not think they were going to throw him out. Then the throw sailed high over the first baseman's head. Landers scores. Yellow Jackets now lead 3-1. Zach Alexander, the hitter, takes a strike. McCormick leads away at third. Prince at second. And the pitch is in the dirt. Blocked by the catcher. Good piece of hitting by Prince there to stay alive. He had 2 strikes, just put the ball in play, put pressure on the Mountain View defense. And he got a hit out of it. High chopper toward the shortstop, comes in, can't make the play. 1 run's going to score, and they're going to wave in Prince. He's going to score, and now got an outfielder down out there as Alexander stops at second, and now we're going to have a stoppage in play. There's a high chopper to the shortstop, couldn't make the play. Center fielder Carlton came over. Not sure if maybe twisted his ankle or something out there in the outfield, but he's up now. Alexander stopped at second. Clinton adds 2 more runs. Jackets now lead 5-1 here in the bottom of the first. The hit parade for Clinton continues. That's now 59 runs in the last 4 games in 1 inning. Job Chalk, the hitter, takes a ball. And the pitch is low and inside. Good play by the catcher to block that one. It's Bo Turner behind the plate. We've seen some good catching so far this year from several teams. The left-hander Rents fires, and a strike on the corner. What a good pitch to lay off there. Up in the count 2-0. Now it's 2-1. And the pitch is outside. Count runs now 3-1 on Chalk. The 8th batter of the inning for Clinton. And he steps back in, and the pitch is outside, ball 4. And the Yellow Jackets have now batted around as Ty Dodd is the 9th batter of the inning. Yellow Jackets have had 4 hits, a hit batter, a walk, and an error in this inning. Only 1 out, and that was a long fly ball by Dylan Jones, the 2nd batter of the inning. Ground ball, top toward third. If it stays fair, it'll be trouble, but it rolls foul. And we'll come back and do it again. Beck Morrow pitching from Mountain View, the left-hander. Dodd steps back in, batting from the right side. 2 on, 1 out, still batting in the first for Clinton. And the pitch is high, and he'll take it. Count goes 1-1. Checks on the runners. That's Alexander at second, Job at first. He fakes a throw to second. And now he gets back on. Morrow to the plate, and a line drive, base hit into the corner in left field. Alexander's going to score. Job's on his horse heading toward third. They're going to wave him home. Throw to the shortstop, cut off, and Chalk will score. And Dodd with a triple to clear the bases here in the first inning. Nice shot by Dodd. He's drilled it down the left field line all the way to the fence. And Alexander and Chalk scored on that, and the Yellow Jackets now lead by a score of 7-1. Two RBIs for Dodd, and he helps himself as he's also pitching today. That'll bring up Peyton Nelson, his second at bat of the inning. He singled to lead off the ball game. And he takes a strike there. Count even at 1-1. Morrow fires, fouled off to the right. I'm guessing the Yellow Jacket summer teams are probably on the road tonight. Both fields are empty, except for a few kids practicing today. Morrow to the plate, in the dirt, back to the screen, and Dodd's going to score standing up from third base as the ball gets away from the catcher and back to the screen. And now the Yellow Jackets lead by a score of 8-1. Bases are now cleared. Nelson has a 2-2 count, and chopper toward third. Fielded by the third baseman. Long throw, but no way there as Nelson beats it out as he flies down the line. And Nelson has his second hit of the inning. And that'll bring up Dylan Jones. Dillon's made the only out of the inning, but it was maybe the hardest hit ball of the inning as he hit one to deep left field. That was caught out there. And that pitch is fouled back to the screen. Six hits of the inning for Clinton. A walk and a hit batter. And a pitch, line drive, center field. There's Carlton. And he'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. And once again, Dylan Jones hits one right on the nose, but right at the center fielder. But you'll take that. And those eventually start falling in. Nelson back to first. That'll bring up Russ Hensley. Hensley had a hit in his first at-bat of the ball game and came around to score. And the pitch is a ball outside. Let's see how interested the Yellow Jackets are to run now with an 8-1 lead here in the first. Nelson leads away over at first, and there he goes. I got him picked off, but it's a wild throw down into right field. Nelson may score. He rounds second, heading for third, and they're going to hold him up at third base. Nelson took off a little early, and they had him picked off, but the throw from the pitcher to the first baseman went into right field. And Nelson raced all the way over to third. Thought he might have a chance to score, but the right fielder was hustling and came over and fielded the ball and got it back in. So Nelson stops at third. And Russ has a chance to knock in a run here in the first inning. Ball outside, blocked by the catcher. Hensley checks for the sign, now steps back in. And the pitch is fouled at the plate. Mountain View opened the game with a run to take the lead 1-0, but the Yellow Jackets have come back, the Clinton Yellow Jackets that is, to score 8 runs here in the bottom of the first. Jackets scored 11 yesterday against Green Forest. Morrow's pitch is a little bit low, gets behind the catcher, but Nelson stays at third. And now the count goes 3-1. Hensley checks back in. Fly ball. Could be trouble behind first base. First baseman, second baseman give chase. And a nice play by the second baseman to make the catch as he tumbled to the ground as he made the catch. But a nice job by the Yellow Jacket offense here in the first inning. Jackets get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits in the first inning. And they score 8 runs. And at the end of 1 inning of play, it's Clinton 8, Mountain View 1. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip 94.7 and the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, or Social Security disability, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Located on Court Street in downtown Clinton and on the internet at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton High School sports.
Ozark Health is a wonderful diamond in the rough, I call it.
Living in a rural community, having access to healthcare is critical. It has been a blessing to our community.
Not that I want to go to the hospital, this last place that I really want to go, but this is the place I'd recommend to anybody.
There's nothing like the individual care that you get here. It's phenomenal.
Our purpose for being here is to serve people. It fills me with pride that we're able to do that.
Ozark Health, your community hospital.
A service of King Sullivan Radio, K234BB and 94.7 FM, KGFL 1110 AM, Clinton.
Mountain View comes about here in the second inning. Mountain View jumped to a 1-0 lead in their half of the first inning, but Clinton comes back with 8 big runs in the bottom of the first behind 6 hits. And that's where we stand now, is Clinton leading 8-1. And the first pitch of the inning is foul back. Kenner Gray is the hitter. Gray's a sophomore. Talked to the coach before the game. Got a lot of young players, a lot of inexperienced players. It's kind of a learning experience right now. Both of these teams pretty young. Yellow Jackets with 15 players on the roster. 11 of those 15 are either 9th or 10th graders. 6 freshmen on this team. And the pitch from Dodd is inside. It is fun, though, watching the Clinton. It seems like they get better and better every day. They keep making leaps. Dodd's 1-2 pitch is a strike on the corner, and that's the 4th strikeout of the game for for Ty Dodd. Nice pitch on the outside corner. That was Beck Morrow, the pitcher, and then this brings in Gray, Kenner Gray. And first pitch is a ball. Gray playing second base today. And he chops one foul toward the Mountain View dugout on the third base side. Joseph Rentz on deck. And the pitch is outside. Gray made the nice catch out in short right field for the final out of that first inning. And the pitch, fly ball near the screen. McCormick gives chase near the screen. Almost makes the catch. He's just a sliding catch near the screen, but the ball hits the ground. But great hustle by Carson McCormick and Job Chalk coming over from first base. And that'll make the count 2-2. I want to thank our many Yellow Jacket baseball sponsors. Thank them for jumping on board this year, the inaugural season of Clinton Yellow Jacket live stream baseball. I want to thank Kyle Hensley and everybody over at Kyle Hensley Dental. I see Kyle down to my right, sitting by the mayor, Richard McCormick. And the pitch on the way is fouled straight back to the screen. But Kyle Hensley for all your dental needs. Local hometown boy. And former Yellow Jacket great. It was a real thrill honoring his 1984 basketball team during the basketball season. And a strike, called a great curveball by Todd. I hope you saw that on the live stream. And Gray goes down. And now 5 strikeouts in the game for Dodd. That was a beautiful pitch. Started out coming toward the right-handed batter and then curved over the plate. Joseph Rentz, left fielder, steps in, swing and a miss. Dodd quickly works to the plate. The ball low in the dirt, blocked by McCormick. Rentz, a junior. And another curveball, and that one caught the hitter. And he'll head to first. Just grazed the pitcher, or grazed the hitter. That same curveball started at the hitter and just caught him on the sleeve there. So Rentz heads to first on the hit by pitch. And that'll bring in Randall Rory. Rentz takes his lead at first. Dodd checks on him. And the pitch is a swing and a miss to Rory. Rory's a junior. Wouldn't be surprised he's kin to our very own Roger Rory here in town. Dodd checks the runner. And fires to the plate. And ball low in the dirt, blocked by McCormick. 1-1 the count, pitch outside. Good play by McCormick. Now get a little bit more sunshine here at the ballpark. And the pitch by Dodd is fouled back. That'll even the count at 2-2. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Clinton leads 8-1. Mountain View scored first, but it's been all Clinton since then. Rory steps in. He's the 9th place hitter. There goes the runner. Ball in the dirt. McCormick no throw. And Rentz steals second. Good jump over at first by Rentz. Crushing didn't really have much of a chance on that one after that big jump off of first. Now Dodd wants to retire the hitter and leave that man at second. Gets the sign he wants. And the pitch to the plate. And a line shot left field. Tripp Landers dives. Did he catch it? Yes, a great catch in left field by Tripp Landers. That ball had to go to his right in the wind. Dives and makes the catch, and that's going to end the inning here on a great play by the left fielder, Tripp Landers. No runs, no hits. A runner left in the inning for Mountain View at the end of an inning and a half. It's Clinton 8, Mountain View 1. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip 94.7 and the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You know, life here wouldn't be the same without a sense of community. This is a wonderful place to live. The home of the Chuck Wagon Races, Greers Ferry Lake, and of course, Joe Lee Chevrolet. You know, Joe Lee Chevrolet is famous for fairness, honesty, and square dealing. Now for 4 generations. Sure, you can buy a new Chevrolet car, truck, any other place, but this isn't anywhere. This is home. They invite you to come on down to Joe Lee Chevrolet, where they have large rebates and incentives plus low interest rates. Joe Lee Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
Jackets batted around the first. Let's see what they can do here in the second. Jackets sent 12 batters to the plate in that first inning. And the guy that made the great defensive play to end the second inning will lead off in the bottom of the second. That's Tripp Landers. Great play in left field by Tripp. Going to his right, diving, and making the catch to end the inning. Tripp was hit by the only pitch he saw in the first inning, came around to score. Landers, the left-handed hitters, facing the left-handed pitcher, Morrow. First pitch on the way is ripped foul way down the right field line. And Tripp was all over that one. The ball was just a little too far inside to keep it fair. But he was all over that pitch. Pitch away it in the dirt. Evens the count 1-1. And the pitch on the way is a curve. Just catches the corner. Now the count goes 1-2. Tripp steps back in. Morrow to the plate. And that ball's in the dirt. Blocked by the catcher. To the count, and the pitch on the way is a one-hop base hit to right field. And left-handed pitcher did not bother Tripp Landers one bit as he stayed in there, kept that shoulder in, and ripped the ball to right field. And the Jackets are right back at it after scoring 8 runs in the first inning. That's the 7th hit of the ball game for Clinton. Carson McCormick up. He had a hit in that big first inning. And first pitch is a little bit high, ball 1. Carson behind the plate today and Tripp in left field. Pickoff throw to first. Tripp's back in plenty of time. We started the game in some heavy overcast, but now it's starting to clear up. I see some blue sky. There's the pitch on the way and outside. Count goes 2-0. Now the Yellow Jackets may be looking to maybe hit and run here. Start the runner. Give Carson the green light to swing away. And there goes Landers. Throw to second is safe as the ball gets away and into center field, but Landers will stay there. And he's in scoring position now with nobody out. And the count goes 3-0 on McCormick. Tripp trying to shake the dirt off out there at second base after that head first slide. And now we're ready to resume play. And the pitch on the way is a strike on the outside corner. I want to mention the Clinton Stockyards, one of our great sponsors. Went by Saturday, looked like another big sale at the Clinton Stockyards. 3-1 the count, and that ball is in the dirt. McCormick will take first. And the Yellow Jackets now have first and second, nobody out. Here in the second inning, that'll bring up Cole Prince. Cole had a single in that first inning when the Yellow Jackets batted around. Morrow's pitch is outside. Big gap in right center field if Cole could get one up there. And the pitch shows bunt, fouls it back to the screen. Yellow Jackets may be looking to sacrifice those runners over to second and third. Zach Alexander on deck. And the pitch is a strike. Nice pitch by Morrow. Count now goes 1-2. Cole got to guard the plate now. Just want to put the ball in play. And the pitch on the way. And he does just that as he fouls it over toward the third base dugout. And now the catcher wants time to go out and talk tomorrow. Western Sizzlin, one of our great sponsors, want to thank them. I believe the guys had pregame meal from Western Sizzlin. As I was setting up the equipment, you could see them eating down behind me here. So we always want to thank Western Sizzlin for all that they do today, feeding the team during the state tournament. Provides some gift cards and all types of things for the fans and for the state tournament during the state basketball tournament. And so we always want to thank Western Sizzlin. And fly ball out of play here on the right side. And, of course, Angela Bradford could probably tell you all that Western Sizzlin does to help her as she runs the that concession stand at Yellow Jacket Arena. Hope she's listening today. Checks on the runners. 1-2 count to Prince, and the pitch is just inside a little bit. Tough ball to take. Now count goes 2-2. Runners at first and second. Clinton leads 8-1 here in the bottom of the second inning. Pitch on the way. Fly ball, left field. Left fielder going back to his right. Now makes the catch. And he'll try to get the ball back in. Ball gets away from him, and Landers, great base running, smart base running by Landers. The left fielder caught the ball. He had to stop and go back to second. And it was the left fielder tried to exchange the ball from his glove to his hand. The ball got away, and Landers, smart base running, very alert, races over to third. And Carson McCormick the same way as Carson ran from first down to second. Good job by Cole Prince. Just stay alive with that at bat, put it in play, and see what will happen as Alexander fouls one away. Just by flying out to left field, he was able to move runners over to second and third. So many times hitters strike out, and you can make an out and still move runners over, but when you strike out, nobody moves. You can make I call them productive outs, and that's what that was right there. Alexander with a chance to knock in some runs. Pitch on the way is a little bit high. Count 1-1. Runner infield in on the left side, trying to cut off a run at the plate. Now ball gets away from the catcher, but not far enough for Landers to advance. Count 2-1 on Zach Alexander. Zach reached on base in the first inning on an error, came around to score. And now he steps back in. Pitch on the way and a swing and a miss on a pitch on the outer half of the plate. And now the count's 2-2. Same situation here. Zach just wants to put the ball in play, put some pressure on the Mountain View defense. And the pitch is a ground ball, base hit up the middle. That'll score one. And here comes McCormick. And he's going to score on a 2 RBI single by Zach Alexander. Nice piece of hitting by Zach, and the Yellow Jackets now lead by a score of 10-1. And now Mountain View will now have a trip to the mound. It'll be head coach Curtis Sims as he makes a trip to the mound to talk to Morrow. Yellow Jackets with 8 runs in the first, 2 so far here in the second on 2 hits and a walk. And looks like Morrow is going to stay in the ball game. And that'll bring in the number 8 place hitter, Job Chalk. Job walked back in the first, came around to score. Alexander at first after that 2 RBI single. And a swing and a miss by Chalk. Want to mention Phillip Jones. Phillip Jones Realty, Ozark Mountain Realty. I think that may be Phillip Jones out there on the hill beyond center field. And pitching a foul at the plate. Alexander was running, but he'll have to come back on the foul ball. Phillip Jones for all your real estate needs. I was reading an article yesterday. Real estate is really hot right now. Buying and selling. If you're in the area, Phillip Jones is your man. And the pitch is outside. Count now 1-2. From buying that first home to selling your home, and there goes Alexander, and the ball's fouled away by Chalk. Let's say from buying your very first home, he'd be the guy to talk to. He could guide you through the whole process. Or maybe selling your home and wanting to move into something else. He's also your man. Snap throw to first. Alexander's back. And there he goes. I got him picked off again. Throw to second. Safe. Alexander. Good hustle by Zach. Zach left a little bit early. The pitcher threw it behind him at first base, but Alexander beat the throw to second from the first baseman to the shortstop covering. And Alexander's safe out there with only 1 out. Pitch is in the dirt. Count now even at 2-2. They're giving Chalk a right center field alley if he could get one up there. Chalk's back in. Morrow checks the runner. And a ground ball toward the pitcher. Feels it, looks, throws, out at first. Looked like Alexander and the shortstop had a collision out there near the shortstop. Alexander moves over to third. Chalk is out at first. Good play by the pitcher. He had to run all the way to the third base line, pick that one up, and then wheel and throw across the diamond to first. That'll bring in Dodd. Dodd had a big triple back in that first inning, knocking in 2 runs. And he's got a chance here to knock in some more. Pitch on the way in the dirt, blocked by the catcher. Dodd with 5 strikeouts on the mound today. And ball back to the pitcher. Pitcher makes the play over to first, and that's going to end the second inning for Clinton. Jackets do pick up a couple of runs on 2 hits and a walk. They leave a batter, and at the end of 2 full innings of play, it's Clinton 10, Mountain View 1. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip, 94.7 AM, the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Yellow Jackets playing here, and across town, the Lady Yellow Jackets are playing softball with Mountain View, hoping to maybe get a score before we get off the air today. The Lady Yellow Jackets undefeated in conference play. Also played over the weekend, also in Harrison in a tournament, and played some very good teams, played big teams. They played Batesville, Harrison, I also believe Huntsville. Lost in the semifinals of the tournament to Batesville, but they are 4-0 in conference play. And they get a win today against Mountain View. They'll set up a showdown on Friday, probably for the conference championship against Rosebud. That game will be on the road Friday at Rosebud. Yellow Jackets make a pitching change as we go to the third inning here. Dodd pitched 2 innings, did not give up an earned run. Mountain View scored once, but that was unearned, and he struck out 5 Mountain View hitters. New pitcher for the Yellow Jackets is Tristan Treese. Treese's first pitch was a strike. Treese also a left-hander. And ground ball foul outside of third. Treese only a 9th grader. Pitches from that left side. The hitter is the leadoff hitter for Mountain View. He struck out back in the first. That's Andrew Shelton. And the pitch is outside. Mountain View opened the game with 2 strikeouts, but then got a double. And then as the ball got away in left field, Stubbs circled the bases for Mountain View's only run. And pitch from Treese is high. But then the Yellow Jackets came back with 8 runs in the first inning and 2 more in the second, and Clinton leads 10-1 here as we play in the third inning. And the pitch is outside from Treese. Shelton, the right fielder today for Mountain View. And Treese fires, and a line drive base hit left field. Caught on a hop out there by Landers, and he'll get it back in. And that'll be the third hit of the day for Mountain View. Hitter for Mountain View is Stubbs. And pickoff attempt at first. And Turner gets back in there. Starting to get overcast again. Weather can't make up its mind here. Treese to the plate. And a strike on the corner. Nice pitch by the freshman. Trampus Stubbs, the hitter. He's the shortstop. And a pitch, a swing and a miss on a high fastball. Count now 1-2. Still 75 degrees and windy here at the ballpark. That's how we started an hour ago. Treese checks first and now comes to the plate. And a swing and a miss on a nice pitch down and in. And that's the first out of the inning here. And that'll be the sixth Mountain View player to strike out today. Good pitch by Treese. Pitch before that was a high fastball up and away. Then he comes back with a low fastball down and in. Kind of changes the hitter's eyes from pitch to pitch. Alan Ruiz is the hitter. Ruiz had a double with 2 outs back in the first. Ruiz is the first baseman. And a pitch, and once again, that big curveball, strike one. Good play by McCormick. Keep it in front of him. Swing and a miss by the hitter. And now here comes the sun again. And pitch is high, but fouled off to the right side. That was head high as he fouls that one off down the right field line. I want to thank Canada Abstract and one of our great sponsors located in downtown Clinton on the court square. Treese checks the runner. He's edging away at first. Now to the plate. And another foul ball just outside of first, down in the corner. That pitch was up. Treese checks the runner again. That's Stubb. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss at the plate. And he'll steal the base standing up. He's got a big jump again. McCormick really no chance to make a throw to second, but and that is the second out as Ruiz strikes out, and that'll bring in Elijah Carlton. Carlton, the center fielder. Carlton walked back in that first inning. Mountain View with the man at second. 2 outs here in the third. Nelson trying to get behind him at second. Pitch from Treese, a curveball down and in. And that's now 7 strikeouts for Clinton pitching today. 5 by Dodd, 2 now by Treese. And the pitch is fouled back over the screen. Count now 1-1. Yellow Jackets will be back in play on Thursday as they travel to Atkins, take on the Red Devils. No broadcast of that ball game, but we will be on the air Thursday, as we will do our very first Lady Yellow Jackets softball game from the softball fields. That'll be on Thursday afternoon. And the pitch is just a little bit high. Count 2-1. And then on Friday, both teams travel to Rosebud. We're going to broadcast the girls' softball game Friday from Rosebud. That game will probably be for the conference championship, as both teams, with victories today, will both be undefeated heading into that ball game on Friday. And the pitch by Treese. Oh, just missed inside. And the count now 3-1 on Carlton. As Carlton didn't really want a whole lot of that one as he spun out of there. Treese checks the runner, and the lefty brings it home. And a strike on the corner. Nice pitch by Treese. Fastball on the inside corner. Three-two count, 2 out here in the third. And the pitch to the plate. It is a fly ball left field. Pretty well hit. Landers back near the fence. And that one's gone. A 2-run homer by Elijah Carlton as he got that one up in the wind and left field. It just kept carrying and probably cleared the fence by about 10 feet out in left field. And a home run for the center fielder. Elijah Carlton now making the score at Clinton 10, Mountain View 3. If you're going to hit one today, you definitely want to hit the ball to left field. He got it up in the air and got it out of here for Mountain View's 4th hit of the ball game. And that'll bring in Wyatt Thomas, the designated hitter. He struck out to end the first inning. Treese goes back to work. And the first pitch is in the dirt. Glad you could join us this afternoon. Want to thank Regions Bank, downtown Clinton, and all their branch offices around. And, of course, you can bank with them all over the state and the world through online banking at Regions Bank. Treese, nice pitch, swing and a miss. The ball outside. Count even up at 1-1. Regions Banks for all your banking needs, from that very first checking account to bank account all the way to that home loan. They can do it all at Regions Bank. As Treese paints the corner, now it's 1-2, and the Jackets are a strike away from getting out of it here in the third inning. And the pitch to the plate and fouled. Just got a piece of that one as it rolls off to the left side of the plate. I want to thank everybody over at the Pottery Shop for their sponsorship. Great Yellow Jacket fans, a lot of great former Yellow Jackets over there, owners and work there, the Todd Treese and the family at the Pottery Shop. And we thank you for your sponsorship of Yellow Jacket baseball and softball. Treese's pitch and a swing and a miss. And that's going to end the inning as Morrow strikes out, but Mountain View comes up with a couple of runs on 3 hits, including the big blast was an Elijah Carlton 2-run homer. And at the end of 2.5 innings of play, it is Clinton 10, Mountain View 3. You'll listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip, 94.7, and the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Here's the pitch. You swing. It's a deep drive to left center field. You've hit a home run with Farm Bureau Insurance. From great rates and local agents to fast, fair claim service, it's Farm Bureau Insurance. See Kai Rhoda, Ty Glover, or Mickey Parrish for all your insurance needs at Farm Bureau Insurance today at 501-745-2117. Open Monday through Friday from 8 until 4:30. That's Farm Bureau.
Clinton coming to bat in the bottom of the third. They lead 10-3 here. I want to thank all the folks that we mentioned, the Pottery Shop, Todd Treese, the whole family, everybody at the Pottery Shop. We want to thank them for their great sponsorship. Also, Chad Brown, attorney at law in downtown Clinton. We want to thank Chad and his crew over there. And any type of legal needs that you may have, contact Chad Brown, attorney at law in downtown Clinton. Well, we had a few changes for Mountain View here as we head into this third inning. New pitcher, new catcher. As Elijah Carlton, who just hit that home run, moves from center field to catcher. And the new pitcher on the hill for Mountain View. That'll be Bo Turner, number 6 Bo Turner. Turner moves from catcher to pitcher. And Carlton moves from center field to catcher. Well, Nelson, the leadoff hitter, will lead off here in the third for Clinton. And he skies one to center field. New center fielder out there coming in, and him and the right fielder. Miscommunication, the ball drops. It's going to be a hit for Nelson to open the third inning of play. Nelson now 3 for 3 on the day, 3 singles. He scored back in the first and was left stranded later in that inning. Ball kind of hit no man's land out between the right and center fielder and dropped in between them, and now pitch all the way back to the screen, and Nelson will walk into second base with nobody out. Dylan Jones, the hitter. He's 0 for 2 today, but he's hit the ball on the nose twice. Flied out to left field, flied out to center field. Baseball's a game of inches sometimes. He's hit the ball hard. Some days you'll just nub one and get a base hit. Ball in the dirt. Count goes 2-0. Pitch on the way. Ground ball. Base hit left field. Nelson will score on that one. And Jones will stop at second. And a good piece of hitting as the shortstop was trying to keep Nelson close at second. Left a big hole. And Russ hit a ground ball base hit right through the hole where the shortstop had been. And in the left field. And that'll be the second hit of the day for Russ Hensley. Nelson scores his second run of the day as he scored all the way from second on that hit. Jones stops at second. And Clinton still has first and second. Nobody out here in the third. That'll bring in Tripp Landers. Tripp's been on twice today, scored twice. Hit by a pitch back in the first. Singled to lead off the second. And he pops one up a mile high on the left side. Shortstop gives chase over there. And he makes a nice play in short left field on a tough ball as that wind was taking it away from him. But a good play by the shortstop. And that's Trampa Stubbs over there with the catch. And that'll be the first out of the inning for Clinton. And that'll bring in Carson McCormick. Carson been on twice today with a hit and a walk. Scored twice. And takes a strike. Ball gets away from the catcher. And both runners move up. Good base running by Jones and Hensley. A base hit could knock in two. And he takes a ball. Pitch inside almost hit him. Count now 2-1. Pitch on the way to McCormick. That's inside. Now 3-1. Cole Prince on deck. And the pitch is high, and that's going to load them up. McCormick can now reach base 3 times today. Well, that'll bring Cole Prince, and that'll bring another trip to the mound for Mountain View. That's assistant coach Doug Turner. Quick trip as he already heading back to the dugout. And Turner gets back on the rubber, and Cole Prince steps in. Bases loaded, 1 out, and pitch is high. Good play by Carlton to leap high to make that catch, keep it from going back to the screen. Outfield deep and straight away for Prince. Pitch is high, trying to get on top of a curveball. Stayed high, now it's 2-0. And Prince is in the driver's seat now. He could look for something that he wants to hit here with a 2-0 count. Shortstop cheating over towards second just a little bit. And the pitch is high again. Now Carlton tries to pick off a man at third. Good job by Jones staying awake over there as he dives head first back into third. Now the count runs 3-0 on Prince. And pitches a ball back to the screen, but that's ball 4. And Jones scores. And now makes the score Clinton 12-3. Jones scores his first run of the ball game. Prince reaches for his second time today. He had a single back in the first, came around to score. Runners move up. That's Hensley at third. McCormick at second. And Cole Prince over at first. That'll bring in the senior Zach Alexander. Zach's been on twice today. Reached on an error in the first. Singled in the second. And scored a run. Turner's pitch is high. Count goes 2-0. 10 hits now in the game for Clinton. And 12 runs. And pitch is high again. Now 3-0. Just walked Prince on 4 pitches. And now he's thrown 3 straight balls to Alexander. That's 7 straight balls by Turner. Turner pitching from the stretch. Runners lead away. And the pitch is high and back to the screen again, but that's ball 4. And Hensley scores. Alexander reaches for the 3rd time today. He picks up an RBI on that walk. And now Mountain View's going to make a pitching change. Clinton now leads by a score of 13-3. Still batting here in the 3rd inning. Let's take a break as they make a pitching change here. You listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip, 94.7.
F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
You know, life here wouldn't be the same without a sense of community. This is a wonderful place to live. The home of the Chuck Wagon Races, Greers Ferry Lake, and of course, Joe Lee Chevrolet. You know, Joe Lee Chevrolet is famous for fairness, honesty, and square dealing. Now for 4 generations. Sure, you can buy a new Chevrolet car, truck, any other place, but this isn't anywhere. This is home. They invite you to come on down to Joe Lee Chevrolet, where they have large rebates and incentives plus low interest rates. Joe Lee Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
And Mountain View makes a pitching change. I'm going to bring in Randall Roy. Pitch here in the 3rd inning. Yellow Jackets have the bases loaded. And only 1 out here in this 3rd inning. Mountain View opened the game with a run in the top of the 1st. An unearned run. Took the lead 1-0. But Clinton came back with 8 runs in the 1st, 2 runs in the 2nd, and so far 3 runs here in the 3rd inning. Clinton leads by a score of 13-3. Just a chance to look at the standings. Pangburn leads the conference with a record of 4 wins, no losses. Harding Academy is tied. They have 2 wins, no losses. Rosebud, 3 wins, 1 loss, and Clinton with 2 wins and 1 loss. And it's Cave City 1-2, Mountain View 0-3, Newport 0-1, Riverview 0-3, and Ball Knob 0-1. Some of those teams have played more games than others, as you can tell. But the top 4, Pangburn and Harding Academy undefeated, and then Rosebud and Clinton with 1 loss apiece. And Clinton will travel to Rosebud for a huge conference game on Friday, take on the Rosebud Ramblers. Rosebud 11-4 on the season. Clinton 8-8. Pangburn 8-4 on the season. And Harding Academy 6-5 on the season. Randall Roy, the pitcher. Joe Chalk sticks in, and Chalk takes a strike on Roy's first pitch. And the pitch on the way, line drive, base hit down into right field. That may clear the bases. McCormick scores. Here comes Prince. He's going to score. They're going to wave home Alexander. He's going to score without a play. And Chalk races over to third with a triple on a line shot down in the right field corner. The right fielder had to go over into foul territory to chase that one down. And Chalk clears the bases. And the Yellow Jackets now lead by a score of 16-3. Chalk took that outside pitch and just shot it down into the right field corner. Got 15 on the scoreboard, but I've got 16 on my scorebook. And that'll bring in Dodd. He's a hot shot to the shortstop. And throw to first. Pulls the first baseman off the bag. Safe there. Chalk scores. And the Yellow Jackets have another run. Chalk scores from third. One hot shot to the shortstop. He fielded it cleanly, but the throw carried the first baseman toward right field, and he couldn't get back to the base. And Dodd's on for the 2nd time today. And the first pitch to Nelson hits him right in the back. And Nelson hits the first, and Dodd hits down to second on the hit by pitch. And that'll bring in Dylan Jones. Dylan's 0 for 2 today, but 2 pretty well hit balls to center and left. Walked his 3rd time up, which was in this inning. Came around to score for the 2nd time today. The Yellow Jackets have batted around. Ground ball foul outside of third. Coach Prince tried to make the play, but he gets by him. Jackets sent 12 batters to the plate in the 1st inning. And this is the 11th batter of the 3rd inning. Roy checks first. And runners take off. Fly ball center field. Got to try to get back. It may drop. It does drop. And that's going to load the bases up Runners took off on the pitch. Dodd got over to third, stopped, tried to run back to second, thinking the ball was going to be caught in center field. But the ball dropped in front of the center fielder, and everybody moved up a base. And Dylan Jones with his first hit of the day. Base is now loaded for Russ Hensley. Russ 2 out of 3 on the day. A hit in the first and a hit here in this inning earlier. And the pitch is low for a ball. Pitch to Hensley is a shot just foul outside of third. That would have probably scored both runners, but it's just foul. Score from across town. Lady Yellow Jackets do it again. Lady Yellow Jackets 18. Mountain View Lady Yellow Jackets 3. Ball gets away from the catcher. Count now 2-1. Lady Yellow Jackets now 5-0 in conference play. And they'll head to Rosebud on Friday with probably first place on the line as they'll take on Rosebud. We'll have Lady Jacket softball Thursday from the field. They'll take on Berryville here in Clinton on Thursday. Rory's pitch is in the dirt, now 3-1. Jones at first, Nelson at second. Dodd over at third. All three of those guys can really run. Pitch to Hensley is high, ball 4, and that's going to force in another run for Clinton. Dodd scores. Nelson moves over to third, and Dillon moves up to second. They got 16 on the board. I've got 17, I think, now in my scorebook. Actually, I've got 18 on my scorebook. Only one out. And fly ball, Landers, right field. Right fielder's under it and makes the catch. Everybody's going to move up on the throw, comes back to the infield. Nelson scores on the sacrifice fly. Jones over to third, and Hensley moves up to second. Nice piece of hitting by Landers. And Nelson scores on the play. And that'll bring up Carson McCormick here with 2 outs in the third. Yellow Jackets lead 18-3 on my book, 17-3 on the scoreboard. We got Nick Epps up here with us. I need Nick to go over and work on the scoreboard people over there. And there's a wild pitch. Hits the batter, and McCormick's on base. And that'll reload the bases. Hey, I think Nick Epley got the job done. Nice job, Nick. Scoreboard now has 18-3. And Cole Prince steps in. Bases loaded, 2 outs here in the third. And swing and a miss. Ball gets away from the catcher, but not far enough for anybody to advance. Cole has scored twice today on a single and a walk. Also flew out to center field. Fifteenth batter of the inning for Clinton. And pitches outside, back to the screen. Yellow Jackets are content to stay where they're at with an 18-3 lead. Once again, remember those great Yellow Jacket sponsors, those you hear on the air, and also these inning boosters, Kyle Hensley DDS, Clinton Stockyards, Western Sizzlin', Phillip Jones, Arkansas Mountain Realty, Kennedy Abstract, and ground ball to third, fielded by the third baseman, and he'll step on the bag to end the inning. But there's another productive inning for the Yellow Jackets. So I'm going to add all these up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 runs in the inning for Clinton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits for Clinton. So the Yellow Jackets get 6 hits. They also get 1, 2, 3 walks and 2 hit batters. And at the end of 3 innings of play, it's Clinton 19, Mountain View 3. You listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip, 94.7.
It's time to gear up for spring with the Massey Ferguson Spring Sales Event at Grassroots Equipment. Shake off the winter blues with a hard-working Massey Ferguson compact tractor, perfect for tackling your toughest jobs. Right now, you can get 0 for 84 financing. Financing bonuses of up to $1,350 and up to $800 cash back. Hurry in to Grassroots Equipment in B Branch or call them at 501-745-4660 for details. But don't wait. This offer ends April 13th.
The all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton is gearing up for football season. Yep, we've got a huge lineup of Rams that are sure to fit all of your tailgating needs. So put on that lucky jersey and score huge savings during the summer clearance event. Can't wait to see you at the all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton and at cowboycdjr.com.
A service of King Sullivan Radio, K234BB and 94.7 FM, KGFL 1110 AM, Clinton.
Will the smoking bats for Clinton continue? The Yellow Jackets have scored 73 runs now in the last 5 games, and we haven't really finished this game yet, but that's about 14 runs an inning. Even with my math, 14 runs a game in the last 5 ball games. 73 runs scored by Clinton in the last 5 ball games, and as they lead by a score of 19-3. Tripp Landers coming in to pitch for Clinton. Tripp's played left field today. He catches. We've seen him at third base, and now he's coming in to pitch for the Yellow Jackets.
Leading off the Mountain View Yellow Jackets, number 2, Kenner Gray.
Kenner Gray will lead off for Mountain View here in the 4th. He struck out back in the 2nd inning. The Yellow Jackets have 8 strikeouts on the day. Yellow Jacket pitching. Landers' first pitch is a ball. And the second pitch is low. Now it's 2-0. And pitch is low. Three and 0 the count now on Gray. And this pitch on the corner. Now 3-1. And ball 4. And Gray reaches on a walk to open the 4th inning. And a strike called. Pinch hitter for Mountain View here. This will be Brandon Maddox. And strike 2 on the corner. He's hitting for Rentz. Rentz has only played appearance today. He was hit by a pitch back in the second inning. And a swing and a miss. Strikeout. Maddox goes down. First strikeout of the game for Landers. And 9 strikeouts now for Yellow Jacket pitching today. Dodd had 5. Tristan Treese had 2. Check that, Tristan Treese had 3 strikeouts. And the first strikeout of the game now for Landers. Runner leads away at first. Pitches low. This brings in the leadoff hitter, Andrew Shelton. Shelton struck out today and flown out to left field. There goes the runner. Pitches high. There's the throw and safe at second. Clinton be on the road Thursday as they travel to Atkins. No broadcast of that one, but we will have girls softball Thursday from the field as they take on Berryville, and a strike on the corner by Landers. Landers from the stretch to the plate, and another strike as he pours it right in there. And the count goes full now, 3-2 on the leadoff hitter, Andrew Shelton. Landers works quickly, ball high, and Shelton walks. 2 on, 1 out here in the 4th inning. That'll bring in Bo Turner. Started the game at catcher. Currently the pitcher. Well, he came in to pitch in relief. Turner's 1 for 2 on the day. Struck out in the first, singled in the third, and came around to score on that 2-run homer by Elijah Carlton. Runners lead away, and the pitch is a strike as Landers pours it in there, and he is bringing the heat so far today. And pitch goes back, foul. And strikeout by Landers. And that'll be the second out. And the pitch is a strike. Trampa Stubbs is the hitter. And fly ball foul over into the Yellow Jacket dugout. Now count goes quickly 0-2 on Stubbs. Stubbs had a double and scored the first run of the game for Mountain View back in the first. And struck out in the third. Landers to the plate and just misses. Now 1-2. Pitch gets away. Both runners move up. And the count on Stubbs now goes 2-2. Ball got away from McCarson. Tough ball to handle low and in the dirt. Tripp throwing pretty good velocity today. And pitch once again is fouled back off to the right. Count stays 2-2. And the pitch to the plate is a ball. And from 0-2 now to 3-2 on Stubbs. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And striking him out on a high fastball. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Landers. No runs and no hits. A couple of walks. And at the end of 3.5 innings of play, it's Clinton 19 and Mountain View 3. Stay with us. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip 94.7.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When
Titus Johnson hitting for the Yellow Jackets. He'll hit for Zach Alexander. Zach had a good day, scored twice, had a hit, reached base all 3 times, stole a base. And the first pitch is a ball. Pitch is a strike. First at bat of the day for Titus Johnson. Titus is a sophomore. Ground ball past the third baseman in the left field. And Johnson will reach base. Like we mentioned, if the picture goes off the air, we'll still be on radio at 94.7 and also 97.3 on your dial. And also, if you still listen to AM, we'll be on 1110 KGFL. And pitches a strike. Sam Brown hitting now for Job Chalk. Pitches a ball. Joseph Rentz now the pitcher from Mountain View. And pitches back to the screen. Johnson heads for second. Fourth pitcher of the day for Mountain View. Sam Brown, the hitter, runner at second. That's Johnson for Clinton. And the pitch is a swing and a miss by Johnson. Count goes 2-2. And a strike on the corner. Brown goes down. That's the first out of the inning for Clinton. Another pinch hitter for Clinton. This is Nathan Wilson. We've seen Nathan in the outfield playing defense on several occasions this year. And Wilson, the 11th grader. You know, sometimes you go to the bullpen for relief help, and sometimes you go to the bullpen for a bottle of water. I'm going to thank Miss Treese for going to the bullpen for me here. Wilson, the hitter. Dodd had a big day at the plate before him. He had a triple and a single, scored twice, and had a good 2 innings on the mound for Clinton, striking out 5. Wilson takes a strike. Count goes 1-1. Still a breezy afternoon. We had sunshine in and out today. Now it's kind of overcast again, about 75 degrees. Good day for baseball. Pitch is high. Now it's 2-1. Rentz on the hill. Wilson at the plate. And the pitch is a ball. Nice play by Carlton to backhand that one behind the plate. Count now goes 3-1. Nelson on deck for the Yellow Jackets, and he's been on base 4 times today. And the pitch is popped back over the screen. Count now 3-2. Now Carlton and the umpire talking about something here behind the plate. Now Wilson steps back in. Rentz checks the runner at third. And the pitch is high. And Wilson walks. It's first and third now. One out here in the fourth for Clinton. That'll bring up Peyton Nelson. Nelson been on base 4 times today. 3 singles. Hit by a pitch. Scored 3 times. That's exactly what you want from a leadoff hitter. You want him to get on base and cause some damage, and he's done that today. And the pitch is a strike on the corner. Steps back in. And the pitch is a ground ball toward the shortstop. Off the shortstop, flips to second for the out. No play at first, and another run scores for the Yellow Jackets as Titus Johnson scores. And the Yellow Jackets now lead by a score of 20-3. And that'll bring in Dylan Jones. Dylan's been on twice today with a walk and a single. Scored once. That was back in the 3rd inning. Hit the ball well his first 2 times up also. Pitch is high. Rentz checks the runner to the plate, and Jones is hit. That's the, I'll have to count those up, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times the Yellow Jackets have been hit by pitches today. And that'll bring in Russ Hensley. Russ has been on base 3 times today. 3 singles. Well, check that, 2 singles and a walk. He also popped up to the second baseman. And ball in the dirt back to almost to the screen, but enough for both runners to move up to second and third. Stay with us. The live stream goes off. We'll still be on radio, 94.7 and 97.3. Also 1110 on AM. Pitch outside. Count now 2-0. Still a good crowd of Clinton Yellow Jacket fans down to my right. And a good contingent from Mountain View here today. Yellow Jackets on the road Thursday. They travel to Atkins, and then a big conference game on Friday at Rosebud. And the pitch on the way, swing and a miss by Hensley. Count now 3-1. Nelson at third, Jones at second. Seems like they've been on base all day today. And the pitch is a strike on the inside corner. Count now full 3-2. Russ steps back in. Wind kind of dying down now for the first time today. And the pitch is flied into right field. Right fielder looking for it now, calls it, comes in, makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. But the Yellow Jackets pick up another run. Jackets pick up 1 run without a hit, and at the end of 4.5 innings of play, it is Clinton 20, Mountain View 3. Stay with us for the final 3 outs of this one as the Yellow Jackets hit the field. You listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip, 94.7.
The all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton is gearing up for football season. Yep, we've got a huge lineup of Rams that are sure to fit all of your tailgating needs. So put on that lucky jersey and score huge savings during the summer clearance event. Can't wait to see you at the all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton and at cowboycdjr.com.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Hey, back to the fifth inning. This should wrap it up here. Yellow Jackets lead 20-3. Dylan Jones on the mound for Clinton. We've seen Ty Dodd, Tristan Treese, Trip Landers, and now Dylan Jones pitching for the Yellow Jackets today. Can't get enough pitchers in high school baseball since they've imposed that pitch count rule. You're limited on how many pitches you can pitch in a day, in a 3-day period, and also in a week. But Dodd, Treese, Landers, and now Dylan Jones pitching for the Yellow Jackets. Carson McCormick behind the plate. He's been there all day long. Hinsley over at third. Peyton Nelson at short. Brown over at first. Next broadcast Thursday from the Lady Yellow Jackets softball field in downtown Clinton, in the city park. We'll take on Berryville. Hope you could join us for the first broadcast of Lady Yellow Jackets softball this year. And the first pitch is a ball inside. And the pitch from Jones is a ball. Hitter is Ruiz for Mountain View. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Had a double back in the first inning. And a big chopper base hit in the left field. That ball chopped about way over Russ Hensley's head at third. And now Riz is now 2 for 3. And the ball gets away, throw to second. Out at second. Ruiz down 20-3. Thought he would try to take off for second as the ball in from left field got away on the infield. Brown picked it up at first base, threw it to Nelson at second for the out, and Ruiz gets a hit, but he is out 3-6 on the throw from the first baseman to the shortstop, and that's the first out of the inning. Good heads-up play by Brown to pick up that loose ball and made a nice throw to Nelson, who put the tag on. You know, looking out there, that looks more like Trip Landers at shortstop. What do you say, Miss Treese? It's like Trip at shortstop. That was Brown to Landers on that play. And Carlton, biggest hit of the game for Mountain View, had a 2-run homer back in the third inning, also walked in the first. Takes a strike, count now goes 3-1. And pitch in the dirt, Carlton walks and gets a 1-out walk here in the fifth inning. It's like Mr. Sam, Miss Becky listening in down at Choctaw. Rita Nelson also watching today. I'm reading some of the Facebook comments. Christy Mooney listening in. And I got him picked off at first. Now throw to second. Brown to Landers. And they get the tag down. And, they're going to call him safe as Carlton slid around the tag at second base. As the Yellow Jackets almost had another player picked off at first. Christy Mooney watched in today. Thank for her watching in. Works over one of the great teachers over at Clinton Junior High School. And pitch from Jones is a swing and a miss. Randall Roy, the hitter. He's now 0-2. A lot of great teachers over at Clinton High School, junior high, the elementary. Great Yellow Jacket supporters. Pitch on the way is high. Now 1-2. Carlton at second. One out here. The Yellow Jackets infield is back. They'll give them a run for an out. Now Carlton hits the third. He had third base stolen, but the ball hits Rory. And now Carlton will have to go back to second. That's a dead ball on a hit by a pitcher. Runners at first and second now. One out. And he goes for third again. Now he got him picked off. Jones to Hensley, now trying to run him back to second. To Landers, and he makes the tag out there. Good job as Dylan Jones kept his cool on the mound. The runner took off early. He didn't get excited and balk. He stepped off the rubber through the third to Hensley. Hensley to Landers for the tag, and now there's two outs here in the fifth inning. And that's going to go 1 to 5 to 6 for the out if you're keeping score at home. And now the pitch to the plate. Ball flared toward first, picked up by Brown. Jones covering. Nice play as Brown flips the ball to Jones for the out, and that's going to wrap this one up here on a nice play from the first baseman to the pitcher covering first. Well, in the fifth inning, Mountain View gets a hit, but no runs. And the final score today, Clinton 20, Mountain View 3. We'll make a quick wrap-up show. Stay with us. Listen to the Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip 94.7.
You know, life here wouldn't be the same without a sense of community. This is a wonderful place to live. The home of the Chuck Wagon races, Greers Ferry Lake, and of course, Joe Lee Chevrolet. You know, Joe Lee Chevrolet is famous for fairness, honesty, and square dealing. Now for 4 generations. Sure, you can buy a new Chevrolet car, truck, any other place, but this isn't anywhere. This is home. They invite you to come on down to Joe Lee Chevrolet, where they have large rebates and incentives plus low interest rates. Joe Lee Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call: Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call. 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
At Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, you aren't just a number on the scoreboard. With 1.3 million insured, we have a long history of making good plays. That's why game day and every day make us your friends for life. Contact your local Farm Bureau agent for more information or visit us at www.sfbli.com.
Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi. Not licensed to do business in all 50 states.
The all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton is gearing up for football season. Yep, we've got a huge lineup of Rams that are sure to fit all of your tailgating needs. So put on that lucky jersey and score huge savings during the summer clearance event. Can't wait to see you at the all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton and at cowboycdjr.com.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back, the professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price, whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive. The team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
We have partnered with Carti to bring world-class cancer treatment to Van Buren County.
Some chemos are between 1 to 2 hours to 8 hours. So when patient is sick, diagnosed with the cancer, traveling to Little Rock, that's a pretty long day for sick people.
Back in the old days, you had to get on the interstate, go to Conway or go to Little Rock to get your chemo treatments. My mom, for a year and a half, was able to take them right here in Clinton, Arkansas. Big peace of mind for my mom.
Ozark Health, your community hospital.
At First Security, our team is proud to be only in Arkansas. In fact, we've been committed to our home state since 1932. Why does that matter? Banking with First Security means that you get friendly service from local professionals right where you live. Decisions are made here, and so are relationships. From personal banking to business to mortgage, First Security is here for you. First Security, only in Arkansas. FSBank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mike Hawley back at the ballpark. Another good day for the Yellow Jackets as they beat Mountain View today by a score of 20-3. The Yellow Jackets have scored 74 runs in the last 5 ball games. Amazing as the Yellow Jacket bats are red hot. 74 runs in the last 5 ball games. That's about 14 runs a ball game. Unbelievable for the Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets win today once again by a score of 20-3. Mountain View jumped on top in the first inning on 2 hits, scored a run, led 1-0, but the Yellow Jackets came back with 6 hits and 8 runs in the bottom of the first. They picked up 2 runs on 2 hits in the second, and then blew the game open with 9 runs on 6 hits in the third inning, and the Yellow Jackets win today by a score of 20-3. The big blast for Mountain View was an Elijah Carlton 2-run homer back in that third inning. Ty Dodd, the winning pitcher today for the Yellow Jackets. He goes 2 innings, strikes out 5, does not give up a run. The Yellow Jackets had 4 players to pitch today. Tristan Treese pitched, Trip Landers, and Dylan Jones all pitched today. Treese had 3 strikeouts. Landers had 3 strikeouts. The Yellow Jacket pitching had 11 total strikeouts today against Mountain View. Too many players probably to pick a First Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game today, but we can go through several names. Peyton Nelson reached base 4 times, had 3 hits. Dylan Jones reached base 3 times today. Russ Hensley reached base 3 times today. Trip Landers reached base twice today, scored twice, knocked in a run. Carson McCormick reached base 4 times today, had a couple walks and a hit. Cole Prince reached base twice today on a hit and a walk. Zach Alexander reached on an error, reached on a walk, also had a single. Job Chalk with a walk today and also had a big triple, cleared the bases back in the third inning. Ty Dodd helped himself with a triple in the first inning. And so all up and down the Yellow Jacket lineup was great hitting today. So we'll make the whole team our First Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game. We might just call them a First Arkansas Bank and Trust team of the day as the Clinton Yellow Jackets win today by a score of 20-3. Yellow Jackets on the road Thursday. They travel to Atkins. No broadcast of that game, but we will be Thursday at the softball field. Lady Yellow Jackets will play Berryville. We'll have that game on Thursday afternoon. Lady Yellow Jackets win today huge over Mountain View. And pull up that score one more time as the Yellow Jackets went across town win today by a score of 18-3. And we'll have them up Thursday. Our next broadcast on on the Trip 94.7. Well, that's going to wrap it up pretty much here from the ballpark. Yellow Jackets are now 9-8 on the season. They started out 1-5, and now they're 9-8 on the season. The Yellow Jackets have been red hot. The Jackets have won. They've gone 8-3 since starting out 1-5, and they've now won 7 of their last 9 baseball games. The Yellow Jackets are red hot, and they'll travel to Atkins on Thursday, play a non-conference game against the Red Devils. But we'll have the broadcast of the girls' game Thursday from the softball field as they take on Berryville. Well, that's it from the ballpark today. As we always say, we're honored to bring you Yellow Jacket baseball and softball. And as we say, thanks for your time this time. Until next time, so long.
Today's exciting Yellow Jacket baseball action has been brought to you by these fine sponsors, by Ozark Health